Mr. Chancellor, this convocation has been duly authorized and convened by the Senate for the purpose of conferring degrees. Everything is in order. The Assembly now awaits your pleasure.
The Convocation for Nipissing University is now in session. I now invite Dr. Arja Vainio-Mattila, Provost and Vice President, Academic and Research, to read the invocation.
On this auspicious day, which for many of us marks both an end and a beginning, on behalf of the Nipissing community as a whole, we want to acknowledge and recognize the efforts, love, and commitment of all those who have made possible the journeys thus far taken. For education is a community endeavor. We sincerely hope that in the spirit of building strong and just communities, our graduates will continue their journeys, guided by wisdom and an ongoing passion for learning. In the challenges they must inevitably face and the delights we wish for them, may they be generous and kind, open-hearted and wise. May they be a guide for others, and may their actions be a model worthy of emulation. Thank you. I now invite Mrs. Cheryl Sutton, Interim President and Vice-Chancellor, to provide opening remarks.
Thank you, Dr. Vainio-Mattila. Hello. As we begin this convocation ceremony, I'd like to acknowledge that we are in the territory of the Robinson-Huron Treaty of 1850, and that the land on which we gather is the Nipissing First Nation traditional territory and the traditional territory of the Anishinaabe. We respect and are grateful to hold this event on these lands with all of our relatives. As the interim president and vice chancellor of Nipissing University and member of the Lakers community for over 10 years now, I'm truly humbled to preside over today's ceremony with my colleagues, Chancellor Paul Cook and Dr. Arja Vainio-Mattila. I know that this past year has not been easy, but the resilience, hard work, and persistence that our students, staff, and faculty have shown is inspiring, and it speaks to the strength of our Nipissing community. We've worked through each and every day and every new challenge together. Lakers supporting Lakers. Convocation is a really important event in the student journey, as it marks the combination of years of study. Students have worked hard while adjusting to virtual learning this year, and it all leads to this moment. Today, we are here to celebrate graduates from the Nipissing University School of Nursing, as they officially become graduates and are welcomed into our alumni community. Although we all wish we were gathered together on our beautiful campus to celebrate this momentous day, I'd like to acknowledge the efforts of our convocation team for finding creative new ways for us to celebrate our graduates virtually. Thank you all for tuning in today. I hope you take the opportunity to enjoy a meaningful virtual celebration with those most important to you. And I look forward to the day where we can celebrate in person together. Thank you. I now invite Provost and Vice President, Academic and Research, Dr. Arja Vainio-Mattila, to speak.
Thank you, Mrs. Sutton. This year, we are recognizing over 1,100 graduates across many programs who will officially become graduates of Nipissing University. As alumni of Nipissing University, we hope that each of you know that your alma mater always will take pride in all that you go on to accomplish in your future endeavors. We encourage you to stay connected with the faculty, staff, and other alumni who have been a part of your journey thus far. I now have the opportunity to share the purpose of the academic regalia that you see us wearing today. Convocation is a celebration replete with ceremony, and it is not less so for being virtual. It is customary that on this day, academics don their official garb, formerly known as regalia. Convocation traditions have deep symbolic meaning to the university community. You might notice that we are all wearing different varieties of colored regalia. The colors of the robes and hoods represent the degrees, distinctions, and colors of the university in which the individual obtained their degree. The chancellor's robes are adorned with gold piping, while the president's robes are marked by silver piping. The color of the graduates' hoods are aligned with the color of their degree designation. On the virtual convocation webpage, you will have access to social media filters of your own regalia. The colorful and unique robes and hoods worn signify both affiliation with a particular university and a degree which has been earned. The blue and green of the Nipissing robes tell the story of this institution in this place. Among all this splendor, you may then rightly wonder why my own outfit seems a bit like a cross between a magician and a witch. So I will assure you that it is just another tradition of regalia from a different part of the world, in this case from Finland. The hat symbolizes academic freedom and has its roots in the cap marking freed Phrygian slaves. I also get to wear this very cool sword, symbolizing the mythical sword of wisdom. When it is safe to do so, Nipissing University plans to invite back all members of the graduating classes affected by the COVID-19 pandemic to have the opportunity to officially cross the stage and be hooded. We very much look forward to that celebration. Finally, today I congratulate you. We are so very proud of you. Enjoy your achievement and using the superpower it gives you, live lives that change the world. And in your travels, stop by at Nipissing. We would love to welcome you back to your alma mater. I now invite Chancellor Paul Cook to confer the degrees.
We will now confer the degrees. As each name is displayed on the screen, the candidate will be officially admitted by the Chancellor and receive congratulations from the President and members of the platform party. The audience is welcome to celebrate.
Will the candidates for degrees please rise? Mr. Chancellor, I wish to certify that all the graduates who have been presented to you today have successfully completed the course of study prescribed by the Senate of this university and have been awarded the degree or diploma to which they are entitled. I hereby accordingly request that you formally confer the award upon them.
This is always my favorite part of being your Chancellor. In accordance with the laws of the province and by virtue of the authority vested in me as your Chancellor, I hereby confer upon you these degrees and diplomas. I am pleased to introduce to you the 2021 graduates of Nipissing University. I now invite Ms. Hannah Mackie, former Nipissing University Student Unit President and graduate, to address the graduating class of 2021.
Hello, Lakers. It is my absolute honor to address this year's graduating class as your past student leader, peer, and a graduate myself. Many themes and conversations around graduation involve what now? You're moving into the next stage of your life, jobs, careers. However, in all of the celebration and fanfare, I urge you to take a minute and reflect on where you started and your journey to this amazing moment today. For some of us, that looks like struggling with our mental health, relationships gained and lost. It might have been professional growth, personal growth, and learning more about yourself and who you are. It might have looked like juggling a job or two with classes. It might have looked like balancing being a parent, a spouse, a supporter, an athlete, an advocate, or more. It may have included early mornings and late nights for those 11:59 p.m. deadlines. For me, it looked like changing my major 3 times. No matter what life threw at us, we persevered. We met every challenge with strength and resilience, even if we barely scraped by. We've had highs and lows, but we're here together. So while many people might ask you, what's next? Take time to simply celebrate the fact that you did it. We did it. Attaining a degree under normal circumstances is a feat, but as I address you all virtually today, we can see that this is no ordinary accomplishment. Every single one of us has risen to the challenge and succeeded. So please join me today in reflecting on who we were on our first day of class and celebrating everything we have learned and knowledge we have gained, whether from the classroom or not. This accomplishment will stand the test of time, and no one can take away what we have achieved today. On behalf of NUSU, know that we will always be cheering you on as you transition to alumni and are proud to have supported such a fantastic group of students. To the graduating class of 2021, it has been an amazing experience that I am so happy to have had with you all. Congratulations.
Thank you, Hannah. Now, all that stands between you and your post-graduation celebration are a few final remarks from me as your chancellor. And in recognition of that, I will try to keep my comments brief. I congratulate each of you on the commitment and dedication that have earned you a degree from Nipissing University. And while I know you have made sacrifices, particularly this year, it is important to recognize that your families, partners, and friends have also made sacrifices on your behalf. I invite and encourage you to stay in touch with Nipissing University. We are always excited and proud to hear about your milestones as you move forward with your lives. Come to an alumni event. Keep in touch with a favorite faculty member, or use some of the alumni benefits to which you are entitled. The faculty, the staff, and the administration of this institution have made investments in you just as you have invested in your education, and we hope you continue this relationship as you make your way in the world as a proud Laker. American television journalist and author Tom Brokaw once said, "You are educated. Your certification is in your degree. You may think of it as a ticket to the good life. Let me ask you to think of an alternative. Think of it as your ticket to change the world." And the world Mr. Brokaw is referring to in this quote has become very complex and at times challenging. Without doubt, we require more leaders, both in public and private sector jobs, in all levels of government, and within our communities. So my charge to you is this: although your university has no right to dictate to you the causes you will champion or the ideologies you will adopt, it does have the right to challenge each of you to go from this place and make a difference. And this is, in fact, my challenge to you. It is a real substantive challenge to do something more than just sitting back and letting your life unfold while you watch the show. You can affect and lead change. You can have an impact on the lives of others, and you can and should try to make a difference each and every day. This is your day. Enjoy it, celebrate responsibly, and get up tomorrow ready to go out and make a difference. Congratulations and good luck. Convocation is now dismissed.